Hi, welcome to a brand new episode of Hero Huddle. This is a show where I, Tomahawk,
I, Stu.
And I, Tristan.
we discuss the pop culture nerd news of the week. And it's here. It's finally here. Rejoice! The Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer has arrived. Apparently, it's like a real movie that they filmed.
It's not a tax write-off.
Yeah.
It's actually happening.
I was pretty convinced that it just wasn't ever going to come out. They filmed it and went, you know what? It's too perfect for human eyes. If they watch this movie, it's actually just going to blind them. The human mind cannot comprehend something this beautiful.
They know that they'll never be able to one-up it. Like, it's peak. If we release this, no one can ever make a better movie.
Fingers crossed. Okay, so broadly speaking, before we jump into specifics, what do we think of it? Tristan, it's been a while since we've had you on.
It has. I'm trying to remember how to do this.
We just kind of talk.
I'm excited. Like, above everything else, I'm very excited. I'm also very eager to see like where this is going to go and what they do with him. I'm glad that he's sad and he's broke. No one knows who he is. He doesn't have any help. And he's Spider-Man, not Spider-Child, not Iron Boy Jr. He's Spider-Man. Let him be Spider-Man, please. So that's where I'm at.
Nice.
Stu?
I excited as well. As far as the trailer goes, it did its job. I mean, nothing for like the last year. And then all of a sudden we get that and I'm like, finally. And what I saw, I liked. So I'm excited.
Somebody asked me what I think.
What'd you think?
I find it really interesting as a trailer. There is so much stuff just crammed in here, and I have no idea what the story is.
Let me also piggyback off that. This was like a teaser trailer, is what it's labeled as. They did the same thing for Dune yesterday, and I'm like, they put a lot of like content in these teasers.
It's a
Like,
long trailer.
There's so much. Like the Dune one is like 2 minutes long as well, and I'm like, man,
This
they're
one's,
just really giving us a lot.
I think this one's almost 3.
Yeah, this is a 2-minute, 40-second trailer. As far as the YouTube post, it says Spider-Man Brand New Day official trailer HD, so no teaser.
Okay,
So they have skipped the teaser unless we're considering the suit reveal from months ago to be the teaser. But that
Maybe.
feels like a bit of a stretch.
yeah, trying to see.
I will
Oh,
say,
yeah.
I don't want to go too negative too quickly. But I'm going to
It's
say
okay.
this.
We're
Might
used
be
to it.
controversial.
We're used to it.
I
Go ahead with your
don't
hot
love the
take.
way that this suit looks in this trailer. I like the general design, but
Mhm.
like it kind of makes Tom Holland look sort of like boxy. Like it doesn't look like Spider-Man is in great shape in this, which
Yeah.
is crazy because when you see him shirtless later on, I'm like, this might be the most ripped he's
Mhm.
ever been.
Yeah, he looks great.
I like the colors,
Yeah,
the
the colors are
pattern.
nice.
but maybe it's just like not like maybe it's just like the way the suit's fitting on him, you know?
I feel like it could have used a little more like contouring, like just shading in like the spots where like his muscles should be like shaded.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know, have a little bit more of a drawn sort of look to it.
They could still be doing some like touch-up stuff on it, you know?
That's true, but this is
Yeah.
the trailer. I have to assume that it's like a pretty consistent look throughout, and a note that I have sort of against it. But aside from that, I'm very, very excited. There's so much stuff to talk about in this.
You don't really see it. Let's see. Because I have it pulled up here. Tristan, was it you who mentioned like the eyes don't do the thing in this
Yeah,
one?
Yeah.
I thought they don't emote anymore.
They kind of do. Like there's certain parts where like they are a different shape, but in the trailer itself you don't really see them do it. But
Mhm.
like in like when he's jumping off the building, you can see like they're kind of like squint like a little bit more narrow. So I think it's like they just didn't show it in action kind of thing.
That is something that I do like from the other Holland designs
Mm-hmm.
with the moving eyes and the lenses. And it would be silly, I think, to get rid of that now.
Yeah.
Because he even had those with like his homemade suit. Like the little goggles.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be a mistake to just go back to the standard Spider-Man mask.
It's kind of important. We talked about this before, but like the eye movement in like, especially like in the cartoons, is very important for emoting when you have a character whose entire face is covered up. So the eyes do all the heavy lifting with conveying any kind of emotion that like the voice can't like only carry, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be foolish for them to remove that, but you know, we've seen them do other things that were more foolish than that. So we'll see. Yeah.
As far as my thoughts on it, I think it looks good. I don't know where I'd rank it on like my favorite live action suits yet, but I agree with Tomahawk. He doesn't have much of a shape. He kind of just looks like a guy in a suit. He doesn't look super, I think is probably what I'm kind of leaning towards. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Sam Raimi suit is the only one that had muscle padding in it. It definitely adds something to the look, you know? Because I mean, you know, obviously Peter isn't like huge, but he's muscular.
He's
But
muscular.
I feel like in these movies, like we haven't had an out of shape Spider-Man actor ever. Like they all been in good shape that I can think of
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like a prerequisite to, you know,
to play
playing the
Spider-Man.
superhero.
Yeah,
Well, any hero really.
any
Like
hero.
there's
Yeah,
very few superheroes in live action that are like out of shape.
right. Perfect.
Unless
Yeah,
they're meant to be out of shape.
Yeah.
Peter B. Parker.
Yeah, things
right.
like that. And even that was a cartoon. So
Right.
Yeah, and I feel like unfortunately, at least with Andrew and Tom, you don't really get to see all the hard work from the costume. Like usually they'll have like a shirtless scene or like something
Yeah.
like that. And you're like, okay, but when they're wearing the costume, it's kind of like meh. So it'd be cool if they had like a little more shape to them. But that's just a little nitpick. It's not a big deal.
Like, I think we've talked about this on mic before, but like my favorite's still the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit.
Mm.
I like how like lanky he looks in that.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's a very fluid range of motion in that
Yeah.
suit. And I feel like my number one takeaway from the Raimi era suits is that like they all seem very stiff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Seeing
And I
him
think
actually move around is like
it could be why, because of
yeah,
because of the padding or whatever.
yeah.
possibly.
Yeah.
Something that I do think makes the suit look good, and it's something that I really like across the board in the trailer. It's a pretty small note on the color grading. It feels like they learn how to use contrast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every scene he's like going through the city, he is popping out at you. Like you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's Spider-Man right there. He's flying through the city.
Like there's a lot more contrast with just like how dark and sort of like grimy some of these shots are like able to be. The shot where he's like out, like falling down,
Yeah.
like in that
very
apartment or whatever.
gray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like blacks look black in this
Mm-hmm.
instead of like a sort of
Hell
faded
yeah.
gray, and I think that's good. Good job.
I agree.
Yeah, it's funny to me that we're like never gonna see the suit from No Way Home again at the end for like the 30 seconds. This is, I mean, unless they show him doing something and he gets like a new suit in this one. But
I think you're supposed to believe that this new suit is that suit. So
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
Hmm.
Because
Okay.
that suit was that suit real
No, that was
at
just
the end?
CGI.
That was CGI. Yeah, that's what I thought.
that whole swing was CGI.
So yeah, this is a real suit. I mean, it does kind of make me feel like a dude dressed up as Spider-Man, if that makes sense. Because like, have you
Yeah.
ever seen like a guy who's playing Spider-Man for either for like birthday parties or like Disney World, things like that?
Exactly.
That's what it feels like.
That's what it looks like.
There's like a certain point where I'm like, okay, I get it, because like there's a certain amount of realism to that, because that's what the suit is. But at the same time, you want to be a little, you know, fantastical with it, and
Right.
you know, make it look like a superhero, not like a guy in the suit. So I think it's like about 50-50 for me. I like the suit. Could be better, yeah. And I think it's just about how it's like being worn. Design wise, I love it, but it's just being worn weird.
I think if they had just added in like some shading, some drawn on abs, that kind of effect, not to where it looks like obvious again, just like a
just
little
like a
bit. It
little
looks like a
padding.
shadow. It just looks
Yeah.
like a shadow. That's all I'm really asking
Yeah.
for. Where
And
it
it
kind of add some definition to the muscles
Yeah.
that are underneath it.
And it honestly could be because like this is I mean, from what I've heard, this is like the first time for Tom we haven't had like basically a CG layer over
Yeah.
his suit.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the first 3 movies, the suit obviously looks a little more like tighter to him, and
Yeah.
it kind of fits him a little better. But it's
Mhm.
because you know they're doing some work after that.
Yeah.
This one looks more like practical, which is cool.
It does
So-
look practical
Oh, yeah.
for a lot of it.
Yeah.
Not all the way through.
Not all of it. Like it is, especially the scenes where he's like getting thrown through water towers and stuff like that. That's probably
Yeah.
CGI.
Yeah,
They probably did really throw Tom through a water tower.
Probably not. Not this movie.
It'd be a lot cooler if they did, though.
Would be.
Mm.
But maybe we'll get that in the sequel.
hmm
All right.
Maybe.
Stu, is there anything you want to plug?
Yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/Stu_, where sometimes I play games.
Whoa, Tristan, is there anything you would like to plug?
yeah. You guys can follow me on Instagram at TAJVUE. I take pictures and stuff, so check them out.
Wow, it's so good to hear that again. It really brings a lot of joy to my heart.
I did it once.
You did it twice, I think.
I think I did. I gave your Instagram handle for my plug one day.
That's amazing.
You can find me at Tomahawk Presents on YouTube and Instagram. And thank you for making it this far in the video. We
Yeah.
appreciate it. And I'm tired. It is 12:30 at night.
It's almost 1
I'm
a.m.
sleepy.
I'm so sleepy. I gotta be up at 6 a.m. tomorrow or
Oh,
today.
God.
Ew.
I gotta be up at 6 a.m. every time we do this. It's always on a
Ew.
work night for me. It's never not on a work night.
Stu loves us.
You're lucky I
so
love you guys
much.
so much.
I love you and I love Spider-Man and I love you, the viewer. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Wakanda forever.
Bye.